heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges, cause in the end we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody say na 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 na.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Assalamu alaikum, good morning. This is Muhammad Irshad here with the pitch reporter. If you look at the full surface of the pitch, it looks quite dry here. There is no much left for the bowlers. The batter will enjoy the game here. The ball will come on to bat quite easily, where the stroke play will be much easier for the batter. We have consistently seen the high scoring matches in this tournament, where the scores are ranging between 180 to 200, has been scored quite comfortably. In fact, we have seen in the league matches where the mammoth score of 250 runs has been scored quite comfortably with the batter. That shows how batting friendly the conditions are. This wicket is used over and over again. That's why there is nothing left much for the bowlers here. Even a thin margin of error in the line and length will be punished on this wicket. The outfield is quite quick here. That will also support the batter here. The only phase where I feel the bowlers might get a benefit is the first innings of the day, where there is moisture on the surroundings, on the surface, and the pitch will be slightly softer, where there is a chance that bowler might get some movement for his ball. Or else when the ball gets older, definitely it's a heaven for the batsmen. And I feel that there might be some chances for the bowler to surprise the batsman only by the flighted deliveries and the face variation. Overall, I can say this is a batting friendly pitch where we can expect high scoring matches today, and also the batter are the one who is going to dominate once again. That's all from the pitch report. Good morning once again. We are here for the toss of ICPL league matches today in Malik Ground, Ajman. We are here with us. We have the captain of Watania, Deepak, and Makhan from Howden team. Also, we have match officials Hamid and Wakar with us. So here we go for the toss. So Deepak is the one who is going to call, and Makhan is the one who is going to flip the coin. Tails is the call, and tail it is. And Watania Takaful has won the toss. Congratulations. What is the decision?
Thank you. We'll bat first.
May I know the reason why?
Uh, the pitch is like normal. I didn't see any much dampness, so we want to play first without any pressure and want to give a target where we are comfortable to restrict them. That is the basic idea.
That's it. All the best, sir. All the best. Okay. And here we have Makan with us. Makan, you lost the toss and they're giving you to ball first. What is the strategy for the day?
Actually, we wanted to bowl first anyway, so it is nothing much to change. Yeah, and because we thought there is some moisture on the wicket, and we could exploit whatever conditions we can get it.
Yeah, that's all from the center. And Watania Takaful has won the toss and elected to bat first. Good morning once again. Welcome one and all for the ICPL Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11, which is happening here in the Malik Ground, Ajman. The first match of the day will be played between Watania Takaful Insurance Brokers versus Howden Insurance, where Watania captain Deepak has won the toss and elected to bat first. But a good decision on this pitch, I can say here, because this pitch is quite batting friendly. Definitely, they can look for some big score in front of Howden. The opening batsmen are here. Steven Hawks and Tarindu Lianage. Whereas Sivan has already opened his account with a single. And score is 1 for no wicket. As we mentioned earlier in the pitch report, the pitch looks quite dry here, which will definitely benefit the batter. That's the reason we have seen consistently the high scoring matches in this tournament so far. The bowler is Ramandeep Sharma, who has just conceded 1 run so far in his 2 deliveries. This time goes leg side, gets some movement for his ball. That's what we heard in the pitch report that definitely ball will take some turn in the initial stage of the match and the first few overs of the power play, because the pitch is slightly softer due to the weather conditions here. Bit of moistures all around the wicket here. That will definitely benefit. Let's see how the bowling team will make use of this softness of the pitch. Once again, Raman taking a short run up to bowl. It's a shorter delivery. Played it cleverly towards the point for 4 runs. The first boundary of the innings of the day as well. Nicely played this time by Seven Hawks. This is what the kind of batting the Watania Takaful will be looking for. If you look at the bowlers for the short length delivery, nicely placed towards the point region. This time takes the outside edge of the bat and reaches the third man fielder for a single. Quite a sensible start here for team Watania Takaful. Once again goes towards the leg side. Definitely going to be a leg by signal from the umpire. The 7 runs from this over. Quite a good over, I can say, from Ramandeep Sharma in this batting friendly pitch. After the completion of 1 over, score is 7 for no wicket. Quite a sensible start here for Watania Takaful. They have accumulated 6 runs on the board and not lost any wicket. Once again, batsmen are settling for the single here. The single score moves on to 8. Once again, it's the pad. Still get a single runs added to the scorecard. Definitely the batting team, the Watania Takaful, has to look for some runs on the board. They have to make use of this power play where the fielding restriction is on and only the 2 fielders are allowed to stay outside the inner circle. Let's see how they will leverage this benefit. Once again, Sajin Thomas wanted to go for a big shot, but couldn't connect it well. The dotted delivery adding to the scorecard is a most important dotted delivery, I can say here, because every dotted delivery in this format of 2020 is like a gold. That's what the Sajin Thomas will be looking for. Once again, over pitch delivery. Sensibly played towards the mid-off region for a single. Good piece of bowling so far by Sajin. Has just conceded 4 runs in first 4 deliveries. So the opening batsmen, Sivan and Tarindu, are playing quite sensibly and carefully. They knows the importance of the wicket, and they want to build a partnership to release the pressure on upcoming batsmen from here. This time played it towards the long off region and finds the fielder there on long off. One more run added to the scorecard. Once again, Sajin, the ball is last ball of his over. This time over pitch delivery, played it's over the long off region for the maximum. The first 6 of this innings. What an hit from the batter here. The first 6 of this innings for Watania Takaful. Sivan is the man who hit maximum in the previous over's last delivery. He is batting at 13 from 7 deliveries with the help of 1 boundary and a maximum. Whereas Tarindu is giving a full support to the other side. He is at 4 from 5 deliveries. Definitely this will be the kind of batting the team captain will be looking from Watania Takaful, who has won the toss and elected to bat first in the first match of the day against Howden. Have got a decent start by both these openers. Are doing quite well, and they have done 19 runs without losing any wicket in the first 2 overs of this match. Once again, Ramandeep Sharma has brought back into attack. Over number 3 this time beats the batsman completely. Tarindu was the man on strike, the left-handed batsman, was came as an opener along with Shivan. Once again, Raman to Tarindu. Tarindu is batting at 4 from 5 without any boundaries or sixes. This time, good length delivery, sensibly played towards the short mid-wicket region for a single. Now the man in strike is Sivan, who has hit 6 on his previous delivery he has faced. Will it continue here against Raman? That will be answered only when we face when he faces the next delivery from Raman. This time over pitch delivery offside the off stump. Just pushed it towards the point region and completes the single quite comfortably by just both the batsmen. Are sensibly playing. They're just rotating the strikes every here and then and not allowing the bowler to settle down with his line and length. That's what the strategy looks here. and they are succeeding so far. Both these batsmen are doing quite well. They're playing quite sensibly. They knows the responsibility on his shoulder. They're just looking for a partnership here. Tarindu is on strike. This time, good length delivery. Played it ballers back. Good piece of work there by Raman on his follow through. Trying to build a pressure on batsmen by dotted deliveries by the bowling team. Howden, who was put into ball first after losing the toss. Once again, good length delivery. Just a gentle push and good piece of work again on his follow through by Raman. Last one ball remaining in this over. The over number 3. The Raman to Tarindu. Once again, over pitch delivery. Appeal for LBW. But no decision from the umpire. With this dotted delivery after the completion of 3 overs, score is 21 for no wicket. Let's see, the replay ball was going outside the leg stump and missing the stump as well. The good decision from umpire Wakar.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Once again, Sajin Thomas has been brought back into attack. The over number 4 for Howden will bowl to Sivan. This time outside the leg stump. Wrong line from the bowler here. Wide call from umpire Wakar. One more extra run added to the scorecard in the form of wide here. So far, the match is going quite balanced here. The batting and bowling team both are doing quite well. And bowling team has trying to take some benefit of the softness of the pitch where they find some moment to restrict the batsman here. Sajin, who started with the wide, this time takes the inner edge of the bat and ball moves toward the square leg region and finds the fielder there. By the time ball comes back to the wicket keeper, 2 runs has been comfortably taken. Good piece of running between the wicket by both these batsmen here, the Sivan and Tarindu. They are frequently rotating the strike and not allowing the bowler to settle down with his line and length. That's kind of a strategy they're just maintaining so far in this innings. And both the right hand left hand combination as opener are doing quite well for Watania. This time over pitch delivery, played it towards the mid on region for a single. Good piece of work there by the fielder. Both the experienced umpires are officiating this match. Wakar and Hamid, certified umpires from Ajman Cricket Board. This time a good length delivery. Gentle push towards the fielder. After this over, 2 more overs are remaining in the power play. Definitely they have to leverage these power play benefits to get some scores on the scoreboard, because we have seen consistently 180 and 200 is much possible run chase in this wicket. This time ball goes towards the leg stump, I believe. Good piece of appeal there by the bowler. Not out call from umpire Wakar. One more dotted delivery comes from Sachin Thomas here. The most important dotted deliveries I can say here in this pitch, where there is no much assistance for the bowler. And a small error in the liner length will be punished here on this wicket. Tarindu Leonage, who is batting at 8 from 13 deliveries. This time middles the bat quite well and played it to the short mid-wicket region and finds the fielder there. Settles for a single. It's again Sachin Thomas, this time outside the off stump. Wide call from the umpire, the second wide of this over. The Sivan was played 13 matches so far and scored 745 runs. If you look at his strike rate, it's awesome. 198, almost 2 runs per ball. It's awesome in this format of game. This time over pitch delivery, played it towards the mid-wicket region for a boundary. What a way to finish the over for Sachin Thomas here. The over pitch delivery takes it middle of the bat and played it between the square leg and deep mid-wicket region for a boundary. The much-needed boundary coming from the blade of Sivan Hawks here, who is batting at 19 from 10 deliveries with the help of 2 boundaries and a sixer. Once again, Raman has been brought back into attack. His bowling is third over. Ramandeep Sharma. First ball finds a gentle push towards the covers region. 1 more run added to the scorecard. Both his batsmen are doing well for the team. They're taking the full responsibility to keep the scorecard going. They're not leaving any ball without the singles or the boundaries. Score is 33 on the board for no wicket. If you look at the bowler's statistics here, he has played 15 matches and took 22 wickets so far. This time played it over the long off region, finds the fielder there. Good piece of work there by the fielder. That's what I was saying. Ramandeep Sharma, who has played 15 matches so far and took 22 wickets at the economy of 7.19. That's a good statistics for Ramandeep in this 2020 format. Who's playing from Howden team. His bowling is third over and quite economical so far. He's just conceded 10 runs from 2.2 overs. This time over pitch delivery nicely played towards the square leg region. Finds the fielder and couple of runs added to the scorecard. Both the openers are trying to settle down with the singles and double and regularly rotating the strikes here, not allowing the bowlers to settle with the line and length. That's cleverly batting by both the batsmen here. Once again, Tharindu was batting at 12 from 16 deliveries. Will face Ramandeep Sharma. Once again played towards the point region for a single. After this, one more over is remaining in this power play of 6 overs, where the fielding restrictions will be on. That's the only time the batters can find some boundaries and sixes slide easily. Once again, Raman will bowl to a right-handed batsman, Sivan, who is batting at 20 from 11 deliveries, which includes 2 boundaries and a sixer. This time, open delivery, the close call, and up goes the finger. The wicket number 1 goes for team Watania Takaful. The set batsman, Shivan, losing his wicket. He departs from the crease. What a delivery from Ramandeep Sharma here. Straight onto the pads of the batter here to send him off the ground. The first success comes here for team Howden. Shivan got out for 20 from 12 deliveries with the help of 2 boundaries and a sixer at the strike rate of 166. The eventually here Howden taking the much needed wicket in the crucial stage of the match. New batsman in is Sujit, joining Tharindu into the crease. If you look at Sujit's statistics, says has played 11 matches and scored 736 runs. And again, the strike rate is exceptionally outstanding, 225 strike rate, which is very, very, very good for 2020 format of the match. Sujit is taking the guard from the umpire Wakar here. The right-handed batsman joining left-handed batsmen on the other end. The score is 38 for 1. Will face Ramandeep, who got the success in the previous delivery. This time, nicely played towards the point region. Finds a fielder there. With this, the over number 5 is completed and 38 runs on the board after losing a wicket of Sivan. The new bowler brought into attack is Asif. Will bowl the over number 6. That's the last over of the power play. Asif has played 15 matches so far and took 13 wickets in the economy of 7.1. It's a quite good equation for this bowler. Asif is the most, looks like an experienced bowler. Will bowl to the left-handed batsman Tharindu, who's still on the crease as an opener. Was batting at 13 from 17 deliveries. Once again, a piece of batting by the Tharindu here. Finds the boundary. Played it quite nicely into the gap and clears the fielder and the boundary as well. The 4 important runs adding to the scorecard here. Score is now 42 on the board. for 1. What a way to welcome Asif into the attack here. The first ball he bowled gives 4 runs. Once again, a slower one, trying to find some turn in this pitch, which definitely is possible in the initial overs of this innings, where a lot of humid on the surface and the pitch is slightly slower. Once again, a short length delivery, played it on his back foot, and the same result, the second boundary of this over. The Asif is becoming a bit expensive here. He has conceded 2 boundaries so far in his first 3 deliveries. The 8 runs has been conceded in first 3 balls. So Tarindu is trying to leverage the benefits of power play. This is the last over of power play is going on here in progress. The 3 more balls are remaining in this over. Tarindu is batting at 21 from 20 deliveries, with the help of 2 boundaries at the strike rate of 90 plus, and getting a good support from Sujit on the other end. Once again, good length delivery. This time beats the batsman completely and reaches the safe hands of the wicketkeeper. Good comeback, I can say here, by Asif after conceding a boundary in his previous delivery. 2 more deliveries are remaining in this over. This time Tarindu uses his feet and played it towards the mid-off region for a single. This is what definitely the batsman has to do. Once they find the boundary, they have to try to rotate the strike and give the strike to the other end batsman. This will definitely not allow the bowlers to settle with the liner length, because both the left hand right hand combinations are inside the crease. Asif to bowl the last ball of his over. He has conceded 9 runs so far, which includes 2 boundaries in the first and third delivery. This time Sojit trying to use his feet and charge the bowler, but no proper connection between the bat and ball. With this, the over number 6, the power play completes here. The score is 47 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. The new bowler has been brought into attack is the captain himself, the skipper of team Howden. Makhan will bowl to left-handed batsman Tarindu, who is a well-set batsman. We look at the statistics of Makhan. The captain has played 12 matches and took 11 wickets so far at the economy of 8.74. The very first ball pushes it towards long on region for a single. Which brings Sujit into the strike. Will face the opposite team skipper Makhan. What a good start here for team Watania Takaful. All the 3 batsmen have done quite well. To start with Sivan, who lost his wicket in the power play over. Then joins Sujit to Tarindu. They're sensibly playing with the singles and doubles, and in between they're not leaving to punish the loose balls here, which helped them to accumulate 49 runs on the board. Once again, Makhan will bowl to Tarindu, the well-set batsman from Watania Takaful. This time, Tarindu uses his feet but couldn't connect quite well. The dotted delivery. This over looks quite economical so far. He has not conceded much runs in this over so far. Once again, wrong line from the bowler. Ball goes outside the leg stump. Wide call from umpire Hamid, one of the experienced umpire from Ajman Cricket Council, who is officiating along with Wakar on the other end, who is umpiring at striker end. Once again, Makan down this time. Tarindu uses his feet and finds the fielder there. The comfortable catch at the end. With this, Tarindu, the well-set batsman from Watania Takaful, departs the wicket number 2 for team Howden in the last over of the power play. The success comes from the arms of the captain, the skipper himself of Howden, Makan, who gets the wicket of well-set batsman Tarindu in the 6th over. The new batsman in is Gautam, joining Sujit into the crease. Both the openers have departed and sitting in the dugout here. They have decent score on the board. The last over of the power play is in progress. If you look at the Gautam's statistics, he played 10 matches and scored 79, and you see the strike rate is a bit lower in 2020 format. That's just 85. Was joining Sujit into the crease. Sujit is batting at 1 run from 3 deliveries. Definitely they have to look for some loose deliveries where they can charge and hit some good scores to have a good decent score on the scoreboard. The Gautam played it nicely towards the extra cover region for a single. With this single, Gautam opens his account and score is 51. Last 1 ball remaining in this over. Makan has quite economical, quite nice bowling so far by Makan Chaturvedi, who has just conceded 4 runs and 1 more runs in the form of wide. Total 5 runs from first 5 deliveries, and restricting the batsmen to free their arms. That shows the experience of the captain here. Once again, Makan to bowl the last ball. This time, once again, wrong line. The ball was going towards the leg stump and nicely played towards the square leg region for a single. With the single, the over completes. The 6 runs has been conceded in the previous over. The score is 53 for 2.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
The Asif has brought back into attack over number 7. The second over of his spell will ball to Sujit, who is batting at 2 from 4. And other end, Gautam is batting at 1 from 1. But I think a slight decent score on the board in this power play. The score is 53 for 2. Once again, a slower one. Nice punch on his back foot by Sujit, and finds the fielder there. Settles for a single. Asif has conceded 9 runs in his previous over and start up with a single. This time Gautam is on strike. Nicely played to the wideish long off region for a single. Both these batsmen are cleverly playing. They're rotating the strike quite frequently, which is not allowing the bowler to find a proper liner length. This time straight to the wickets and nicely played towards the deep mid-wicket region for a single. Asif is bowling quite well for his team and getting a well support from the captain in the other end, Makhan Chaturvedi, who has bowled 1 over and conceded just 6 runs and took the wicket of well set batsman Tarindu in his previous over. Once again, Asif, this time nicely played towards the wideish third man region for a single. Four singles has been scored so far in this over. That shows how brilliantly bowled by Asif here in this over. The slow off-spin action by Asif here, restricting the batsman to go for a big shots. They're not. He's not allowing the batsmen to freeze their arms and look for a boundaries and sixers. He's frequently and consistently maintaining the liner length. Once again, Asif to bowl the last ball of his over. Gentle push towards the long off region and finds the fielder there. And Asif finishes his over with a single. Good piece of work there by Asif Khan. After the completion of 8 overs, score is 58 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets. Once again, our captain has brought back into attack the over number 9, and the second over of his spell was bowled nicely in his previous over. This time, over-pitch delivery, played it over the short mid-wicket fielder and finds the fielder there. Good piece of work there by the fielder. Certainly saves the boundary for his team. Just 1 run added to the scorecard. This is the time where both these batsmen have to look for the big shots to have a defendable score against Team Howden, because we have often seen on this wicket the high scoring matches where the teams have consistently scored 180 to 200 runs quite comfortably, because this is a flat and dry pitch which will definitely support the batsmen. Ball will come to the bat quite easily and nicely, where the stroke play is much easier on the surface. Although the Team Howden bowlers have done quite well so far, they've almost restricted the batsmen of Watania Takaful to going for the big shots frequently. That's the reason the 60 runs only has been accumulated on the scoreboard for the loss of 2 openers. This time Sujit on strike will face the captain of Howden, Makhan. Sensibly played towards the point region for a single. Good comeback here by Makhan, who has just conceded 8 runs so far in his 1.3 overs and took a big wicket of Tarindu, who was looking dangerous. This time sensibly played again towards the mid-wicket region, finds the fielder and settles for a single. Definitely, both these batsmen, Sujit and Gautam, are waiting for the loose deliveries from Howden bowlers. Once again, over-pitch delivery. There's a chance of fielding at his follow-through, but misses it completely. It's not that easy to field the ball on his own follow-through when bowling action is still on. With this completion of 9 over, the score is 63 for the loss of 2. Last one delivery is remaining in this over. Quite a good over so far by the captain, Makhan Chaturvedi. This time, over-pitch delivery. Played it bowler's back and finds the fielder there. Raman was the fielder. By the time he throws his back ball to the bowler, the 1 run completed quite comfortably. After the completion of 9 overs, score is 64 for 2. Once again, Asif is the bowler, who has done well so far for Team Howden, who has given 14 runs without getting any wicket. This time, tossed the ball, the full toss, juicy full toss one, but didn't get the treatment right here. Gently pushed towards the mid-on region for a single. The Sujit is batting at 8. He's on strike, will face Asif. Once again, gentle push towards the point region. Cleverly playing these two batsmen, Gautam and Sujit, for Watania Takaful. They're not losing any opportunity to rotate the strike frequently. Once again, Asif. This time over-pitch delivery, uses his feet and played it towards the long on region. One more single. 4 singles has been scored so far in first 4 deliveries. That's 3 singles in 3 deliveries for Team Watania Takaful. Slowly they're taking the scores on the scoreboard. With the singles this time, open delivery, played it bowlers back towards the long on region and finds the fielder there. One more single added to the scorecard. The 4 singles so far in this 4 over. Good piece of work, I can say here, by the bowler Asif for Team Howden. He knows how important the singles are for the team. This time, played its bowlers back. Good piece of work on his follow-through. Asif takes the wicket of Gautam. The wicket number 3 falls for Team Watania Takaful in the 10th over in progress for the score of 68. The score is 68 for 3. What a delivery that is. The flighted one played it bowlers back, and good piece of work there by the Asif. Takes the comfortable catch to send him off the ground. The Gautam is the man who got out for 8 from 9 deliveries. Caught and bowled by Asif. The success number 3 for Team Howden in the crucial stage of the match. New batsman is joining into the crease. Sujit will face the ball of Asif, who got the success and who got a very nice catch in his own bowling. This time, wrong line from Asif. Wide call from umpire Hamid. One more extra run added to the scorecard. Score is 68 for 3. New batsman in is Shemu, who's joining Sujit at Tumana. This time, one more chance of cotton bowled here, but this time, bit of fortune here for Shemu. He didn't lose his wicket. That was an easy chance for the bowler to take the catch on his own bowling. Played it bowlers back. The easy chance was dropped here. The drop catch for Asif after completion of over number 10. Score is 69 for 3. The 10 overs has been completed. We are the halfway through of the first innings where 69 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. They already lost for the openers. The Sivan Hawks and Tarindu Lianage is back into the dugout, and also the Gautam has lost his wicket in the previous over in the form of cotton ball for Asif. The two new batsmen are in is Shemu and Sujit. The new bowler is Gabriel G, who has played 14 matches and took 2 wickets in his T20 career so far. Gabriel, he is also a member of organizing committee of ICPL. The first match of the day. This time goes for a big. Will it clear the boundary? No. The finds the fielder there. The fielder fumbles it. There was a chance for a fielder. There's a catch drop again. The batter is lucky on that occasion here. Bit of fortune. The fielder didn't get the catch quite comfortably. Definitely this is a poor piece of fielding by Howden fielder there. They knows how batting friendly the pitch is. The wickets are very, very important. They should get a wicket on the regular intervals. That's the only way to put a pressure on the batting team to restrict the batsmen for going for big shots. They are failed in the previous delivery where the fielder has lost the easy chance of sending off the batsman. The score is 72 on the board. This time again over pitch delivery. The back-to-back over pitch delivery is from Gabriel, which is allowing the batsmen to free their arms and look for a runs. Both these batsmen, Sujit and Shemu, looks like they got a message from the captain to free their arms and go for the big shot. This time, open delivery, played it towards a whitish deep mid-wicket region, and good piece of work there by the fielder. Certainly saves 2 runs for his team, and batsman settles for 2 runs. The valuable 2 runs, I can say, in this part of the game, where every run will be important for team Watania Takaful, who was elected to bat first after winning the toss. The captain Deepak was this time the maximum come from the blade of Sujit here. The much needed sixer coming from the batter in the 11th over. What a magnificent shot towards the square leg region. Takes the elevation quite well and clears the distance well for the maximum. This over number 11 has been concluded The score is 81 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. Once again, Asif is continuing his bowling. Was brought back into attack. Started with a single. Both the batsmen are trying to settle down and they're just looking for the loose delivery from the bowlers. Asif is bowling his fourth over. Good piece of bowling by Asif. Was just restricting the batsman for singles and not allowing the batsmen to free their arms and look for boundaries and sixes, which is definitely much needed. This time a juicy full toss, but couldn't capitalize it quite well. Played it over the mid-wicket region for a single. Sujit will face Asif this time. Good length delivery. Played it into the air, but the chance of catch there. But once again, poor fielding here by Howden fielder there. Loses the easy chance of sending off the batsman. What is going on here? The poor piece of fielding here by the Howden fielder there. On the deep mid-wicket region, the easy chance was dropped here. This is almost a second chance of a catch. The poor piece of fielding. Once again, Makan, this time over pitch delivery, takes the inner edge of the bat and ball is moving towards the fine leg region. Finds a fielder by the time ball comes back to the wicketkeeper. 2 runs has been completed quite comfortably by both these batsmen, Sujit and Shemu. Sujit is settled down quite well with a score of 23 from 19 deliveries with the help of 1 sixer, whereas getting a good support from the Shemu on the other end, who's batting at 4 from 5 deliveries, was not scored any boundary so far. Sujit will face the last ball of the over from Makhan Chaturvedi, and gentle push towards the long on region. With this, the over number 12 comes to an end. The score is 89 for 3.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Once again, Gabriel has been brought back into attack. The second over of his spell. The over number 13 starts here. The starts off with playing over the cover region for a boundary. That's what we have seen in the previous over of Gabriel as well, who was welcomed with the boundary. Once again, he is given a boundary in the first ball of his second over of the spell. The wrong line gets the treatment here. Sujit is doing quite well, who is batting at 26 runs from 21 deliveries. Definitely the bit of pressure on the Gabriel here. Once again, pitch delivery. He played it towards the mid-wicket region. This time they find the fielder, but poor fielding by the fielder again there by the Howden fielder. 3 extra runs and the boundary has been scored. Back-to-back 2 boundaries in 2 deliveries. The poor piece of fielding there by the Howden fielder. They lost 2 catches in the previous overs. And the misfield which allows 4 runs to the batter. This time wrong line over the offside, but played it over the cover fielder, and fumble in the fielding gives the extra run in the form of overthrow. The excellent running between the wicket by both these batsmen, Sujit and Shemu, for team of Watania Takaful. Just singles and doubles are also important runs as boundaries here for team Watania Takaful. They're not leaving any chances of runs. They're just punishing the loose delivery from the bowler. The Gabriel was a bit expensive so far. He has conceded 22 runs from 1.3 overs. This time, once again, pitch delivery. Gentle push towards the long on region for a single. With this, the 100-run completed for team Watania Takaful in 13th over for the loss of 3 wickets. All these batsmen of Watania Takaful are doing quite well. They're understanding the situation and playing quite sensibly as per the situation. They're not leaving any chances to punish the wrong line and length. They are capitalizing even though the small margin of error from the bowlers, and they are getting full support from the fielders where they're losing the thin chances of catching the ball, and the misfields are seen quite often from the Howden fielders today. Definitely the dew factor might be the one which is bothering the fielder to grip the ball on this outfield. Once again, the captain has brought back into attack for the last time in this innings. He is bowling his 4th over of the spell. This time make some room for himself and played it over the mid-wicket fence for the maximum. What a tremendous shot from the blade of Sujit this time, who is batting at 43 from 27 deliveries with the help of 2 sixes and 2 fours. This is the kind of batting definitely the team captain Deepak will be looking for from the blade of Sujit, who is a well-set batsman so far. He is could be a dangerous for team Howden, who is moving towards the slog overs of this innings. The over number 14 is in progress. The captain Makhan is bowling his 4th over. Once again, the same delivery and the same treatment. The play it's over mid-wicket. The back-to-back 2 sixes from first 2 deliveries. What a way to welcome the captain Makhan for his 4th over. Definitely this is a kind of batting they have to continue here. They have slightly changed this batting gear to the top gear. This should continue from the Sujit and Shemu here to have a defendable score against team Howden. Once again, Makhan definitely will be feeling the pressure here. This time changes his line, but gets the treatment once again. The 4 more runs added to the scorecard. The scorecard is accelerating here. The cruising towards the high score. 2 sixes and 1 boundary has been scored so far in the first 3 deliveries of Makhan. What a batting performance so far by Sujit, who is batting at 49, just 1 run short from his 50, who was phenomenal so far in this innings of... sorry, he's completed 50 runs in his previous delivery with the 4. He's 53 already. Congratulations, Sujit, for this 50 runs. And he's cleverly rotate the strike and bring Shemu into strike. Will face Makhan, who was quite expensive so far in this over. Shemu is batting at 4 from 6 deliveries. This time, once again, balls it outside the off stump. Sensibly played by Shemu towards long off region and finds a fielder there. Makhan was quite expensive in his last over. Was conceded 2 sixes and a boundary in this over and 5 singles. Finally, the expensive over comes to an end. The over number 14 completed. Score is 119 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. Definitely the team Watania Takaful is focusing on the high scoring innings here. They are slowly freeing their arms here. The Sujit is doing exceptionally outstanding here, who's batting at 55 from 31 deliveries with the help of 3 boundaries and 3 sixes. Asif is the man brought back into attack. The last over of his spell. Will bowl to Sujit, the well-set batsman. This time plays his bowlers back. Uses his feet and once again a slight fumble in the fielding. Ends up with a boundary. The runs are coming quite easily. The boundaries are coming quite easily for Team Watania batsmen here. The Sujit is the man who was doing the damage for the team Howden. Was not leaving any chances to punish the bowler here, who is batting at 59 now from 32 deliveries. What an outstanding batting performance here by Sujit for the team Watania Takaful, who is taking the full charge of moving the scorecard for team Watania Takaful, who has opted to bat first after winning the toss. Team captain Deepak will be definitely very happy with the performance so far. But the team this time played it over the point fielder. Good piece of work there by the fielder, but couldn't restrict the batsman from taking a single. This brings Shemu onto strike. Will face Asif here. With a single, Sujit has reached the 60 mark. This time, clever placement by Shemu, which brings Sujit into strike. The Shemu is trying to give the strike to Sujit as much as possible. They knows who is finding his good touch so far. This time, outside the off stump, a gentle push towards the point region. Once again, brings Shemu onto strike. Score is 126 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets this time. Good piece of work there on his follow through by Asif. After this, 5 more overs are remaining in the innings of team Watania Takaful. They have to score at the average of at least 10 per over to take the score towards the mark of 170. With this, the over number 15 comes to an end. After the completion of 15 overs, score is 126 for 3. Once again, Gabriel has been brought back into attack, who was quite expensive in his first 2 overs, who was conceded 23 runs, almost 3 sixes in the first 2 overs we have seen, who was brought back into ball over number 16. This time, the fielder not does any mistake. Finally, they takes the wicket of the set batsman and breaks the partnership. Shemu is the man who departs. The success for Gabriel in his 3rd over. Sujit is a man who got out for 61 from 35 deliveries, where he has scored 4 fours and 3 sixes in his innings of 61 runs, the strike rate of 174. That shows the domination level of Sujit for his team score. Who's done quite well and who was well set and was doing well with the other batsman. Shemu was giving a good support by rotating the strikes very often. New batsman in is Mohammad, who's joining Shemu into the crease. The Shemu is batting at 6 from 10 deliveries. The strike rate is slightly low for Shemu here. The Mohammad, who has played 13 matches and scored 153 at the strike rate of 134. The strike rate looks quite impressive for Mohammad, even though he has not played much matches in T20 format. Who will join Shemu into the crease. Definitely they have to look for boundaries and sixes here to accelerate the scorecard from here. They have remaining only 5 overs in the innings of team Watania Takaful, because we have consistently seen the high scoring matches on this pitch where the teams have scored 180 and 200 as well. And also we have seen in fact in one of the league matches where the mammoth score of 250 runs has been successfully chased down. That shows how batting friendly the conditions are here. The Mohammad straight away starts with a single and gives the strike to Shemu. Definitely the Shemu is the man who has to take the responsibility to move the scorecard from here, who has to look for the big shots here. This time over pitch delivery, couldn't connect it well here. Shemu is struggling to find his touch. That's what I have seen in the previous balls as well. He's struggling to get his touch. He's not middling the ball quite well. This time good length delivery, played it towards the long on region. The good piece of work there by the fielder. Raman was the fielder, waiting for the umpire decision here. We have to check whether the fielder has stepped onto the boundary line or not. The bare eye, it looks like he's taken the quite comfortable catch at the end. Let's see what the umpire from the upstairs decides. The umpires has called for refer to the third umpire here. Waiting for the third passing line. And 6 is the call. The bit of relief for the batter here. Shemu was the man who was lucky on that occasion. The batter, it was looking like catch was taken quite comfortably, but the fielder has stepped outside the boundary line before throwing the ball into the air. The bit of fortune here for the batsman Shemu, who was batting at 12 from 12. This time Gabriel bowls a slow one, and the batter gently pushes towards the square leg region for the single. Definitely the team Watania captain will be looking for their batter to free their arms and go for the big shots. So they should look for the loose deliveries. If they don't find the weak deliveries, they have to charge on the balls which they can. They should play some good cricketing shots here to entertain the crowd, to have a respectful score on the scoreboard. After completion of over number 16, score is 135 for 4. Once again, Sajin has brought back into attack over number 17. Starts with a dotted delivery. Good piece of bowling by Sajin, whose bowling is second spell, the first over of second spell. Was already bowled 2 overs and conceded 23 runs in the initial 2 overs. Will be bowling at the slog overs, where definitely there will be a pressure on the bowler's end, where the batsman will be definitely looking to charge on the bowlers. This time takes the inner edge of the bat and reaches the fine leg boundary for 4. Couldn't connect it quite well, but 4 runs to the scorecard. The most valuable runs, I can say here, whatever form it is. Score moves on to 139. 17th over in progress. 4 more deliveries are remaining in this over of Sajin. This time pitch delivery nicely played towards the long on region and finds the fielder. Raman was the fielder there. 1 run completed quite comfortably. Good placement we have seen so far by all the batsmen of team Watania Takaful. This time opens the face of the bat and placed it toward the covers region for more runs. 1 more run added to the scorecard. Sajin is bowling quite well so far in this over. Is restricting the batsman to go for any big shots. Once again, Muhammad is on strike. This time slightly wrong line, I can say, but still couldn't capitalize is quite well. Ball reaches the safe hands of the captain. Makhan was the fielder on the deep mid-wicket region. This over is quite economical for team Howden here. They are not given any boundaries from the bat. Only 1 boundary we have found is due to the inner edge. 1 more single to end the over. With this over number 17 comes to an end. Score is 143 for 4. Once again, Gabriel will ball the last over of his spell, the over number 4, who was quite good in this previous over, where he took a wicket of a well-set batsman, Sujit. Gabriel has conceded 32 runs in his first 3 overs and took a big wicket of the well-set batsman, Sujit, in his previous over, who got caught at the mid-wicket. This time, a fumble in the fielding. What is happening here in the crucial stage of the match for Howden fielders? They lost the easy chance of restricting the batsman for a single and gives a boundary. Definitely, the outfield is bothering here for the fielder. Might be the dew factor. There's a lot of moisture we have seen on the outfield here, which was made bit wet on the outfield. This time nicely played towards the backward square leg region for a boundary. Back-to-back 2 boundaries in 2 deliveries. The team of Watania full batsmen are charging up here. The Gabriel is bowling his last over of the spell. And 2 boundaries has been conceded so far. The intents are very clear here for Shemu and Muhammad, who is into the crease from Watania Takafu's side. This time played it towards the cover region. 3rd boundary, the 3 consecutive boundary in 3 deliveries. What a tremendous batting from Shemu here. The Gabriel, who was quite economical in his previous over, who was turning out to be expensive in his last over. The much needed boundaries are coming for Team Watania Takaful here. The score is 155 on the board, whereas 18th over in progress. Slight good comeback, I can say, here from Gabriel after conceding 3 boundaries in 3 deliveries. Comes up with a single that will give slight relief to the bowler. This brings Muhammad into the strike. This time, pitch delivery, played it over the mid-on region and finds the fielder. Raman was the fielder there. This time Shemu is on strike. This time played over the mid-wicket for the maximum. The kind of batting what we are expecting from Shemu. He is doing it quite comfortably. The 6er for Shemu. The much needed runs are collected in the over of Gabriel here. The score is cruising towards 163 after the completion of 18 overs for the loss of 4 wickets. Whereas Shemu is batting at 34 from 20 deliveries and getting a good support from Muhammad at the other end, who is batting at 9 from 7 deliveries.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that's our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Once again, Sajin will bowl his last over of the spell. This starts off with a dotted delivery. That shows the experience of Sajin here, who is bowling the last over of his innings. Sorry, last over of his spell. And last but one over of this innings. The Hamid is the umpire. who is acting as a main umpire. This time plays his ballers back, finds the fielder. Raman is the fielder who is standing on the long on region, doing quite well for his team. Sajin starts off well in his bowling, who just conceded 1 run in his first 2 deliveries. The 4 more balls are remaining. This time a slower one deceives the batsman, even though the full toss one couldn't get the right treatment, I can say here, because change of face is the one which beats the batsman to go for a big shot. Settles for a single. The quick singles has been taken quite often in this innings of Darul Takaful, Watania Takaful. This time slower one beats the batsman completely. Mohammad is the one who's batting it 10 from 10 deliveries. Definitely they have to look for a single so that they can bring Shemu onto strike, who is looking at good touch so far, who's batting at 35 from 21 deliveries. This time wrong line, juicy full toss, but couldn't leverage the benefit of that ball. And there's a slight fumble in the fielding. The 1 extra run added in the form of overthrow, and no ball call from umpire Hamid. So 3 runs has been added, 1 no ball and 2 runs. Total 3 runs has been scored in the previous delivery, and the free hit call from the main umpire Hamid, the most experienced umpire of Ajman Cricket Board, is officiating along with Wakar, who is on striker end. Once again, the batter fails completely to take the benefit of the free hit here. The ball reaches the hands of the wicket keeper, but slight fumble, which resulted in 1 run added to the scorecard, which brings Shemu onto strike. Will face Sajin. The Sajin is doing quite well in this last over. Is not allowing the batter to free their arms. So this time, pitch delivery takes the inner edge of the bat and reaches the fine leg fielders there. 1 more single added to the scorecard. What an over this is so far from Sajin. Only runs has been scored in the form of singles and doubles here. That's the kind of experience Sajin has as a bowler. After the completion of over number 19, score is 170 for 4. The last over will be bowled by Ramandeep, who was quite good in the first 3 overs, who was just conceded 13 runs and took a wicket of the opener. Let's see how he bowls in the last over. Definitely he has to show some experience in the last over. He has to do some clever change of pace which can deceive the batsman. This time start up with the OP delivery, the chance of a catch there at the cover fielder. But poor fielding continues here. Loses the easy chance of taking a wicket in the last over. The bit of fumble by that fielder resulted in a drop catch and a single run added to the scorecard. Once again, a bit of fortune here for the batter. The chance was there. He has tried one-handedly, but ball didn't stick to his hands. Once again, comes with the over-pitch delivery. Played it over the covers. Finds the fielder there on the wideish long-off region. 1 more run added to the scorecard. Definitely the remaining 4 deliveries, they have to look for some big hits to have a defendable score on the scoreboard. They are 173. The last 4 deliveries, if they can score around 10 to 12 runs, which will have a decent score on the scoreboard on this wicket. Once again, over-pitch delivery. Nicely played over the wideish long-off region. Settles for a single. Definitely singles and double will not serve the purpose here for Team Watania Takaful, who have done quite well so far. They have to charge on the bowlers, look for some boundaries and sixes. Just 4 runs has been scored in first 3 deliveries this time. Trying to use his feet, but finds a fielder, Gabriel, on the mid-wicket region. One more single added to the scorecard. Just 5 runs has been conceded so far in the first 4 deliveries. That shows the experience of Ramandeep in the bowling squad. Just 2 deliveries are remaining in this innings of Watania Takaful. Let's see how much more runs will be accumulated in the last 2 deliveries. This time, pitch delivery. What a delivery. Completely beats the batsman and reaches the safe hands of the wicketkeeper. The kind of bowling the captain will be looking from Ramandeep. He's doing exactly the same for his team. The last 1 delivery remaining in this over. And the innings of Team Watania Takaful. The score is 175 on the board for the loss of 4. Last ball remaining. Ramandeep to Muhammad, who is batting at 13 from 14. A dangerous batsman. Shemu is on the other end. This time played his bowlers back. What a way to finish the innings. The boundary from Muhammad. The score is cruising to 179 now after the completion of 20 overs for the loss of 4 wickets. Bit of relief for the batting team here. They find finally a boundary on the last ball of the innings. The good piece of batting finally by Watania Takaful, who was opted to bat first after winning the toss. Let's have a look at the scorecard here. The openers Shivan Hawk, who has scored 20 runs from 12 deliveries. Then comes Tarindo Liange, who has scored 23 runs from 25 deliveries at the strike rate of 92. Then comes Sujit, who has scored 61, highest of the innings for Team Watania Takaful. He was 61 from 35 deliveries with the help of 4 boundaries and 3 sixes, who was having a phenomenal strike rate of 174. Then comes Gautam, who got caught in bowled for the 8 runs from 9 deliveries. Then Shemu, who was not out at 40 runs from 25 deliveries with the help of 3 boundaries and 2 sixes at the strike rate of 160. And at the end comes Muhammad Ali, who was not out at 17 from 15 deliveries. If you look at the bowling statistics here, Ramandeep Sharma, who bowled 4 overs, 22 runs for 1 wicket. And Sajin Thomas, who bowled 4 overs, 37 runs has been conceded, didn't take any wicket. Then comes Asif Khan, 4 overs, 26 runs and 1 wicket. The captain Makhan Chaturvedi, who bowled 4 overs, 39 runs and 1 wicket. Then comes Gabriel, who was quite expensive in his 4 overs, who was conceded 52 runs and took 1 wicket. That's the scorecard of the first innings. We will be right back after an innings break. Thank you so much.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back with the second innings, where the Howden team is chasing down 180 runs against Watania, who was done quite well in his bowling performance. They have restricted the batsmen in a way in the last overs. Now they're chasing a score of 180 in allotted 20 overs. But the opening batsmen are here, Asif and Gabriel. Gabriel is quite expensive in his bowling. Let's see how he bats here for his team. If you look at the statistics, Asif has played 15 matches so far and scored 389 runs, and is having a quite impressive strike rate for the 2020 at the strike rate of 158. Good piece of bowling there by the bowler. Shemu is the bowler, who was done quite well in his batting. If we look at the Shemu statistics, he has played 12 matches and taken 8 wickets so far at the economy of 8.2. Was taken the responsibility to bowl first over for team Watania Takaful. His bowling left arm over the wicket. He's just targeting the stumps here. Beats the batsman. The dotted delivery is coming from Shemu here. The score is 1 without losing any wicket. It's not that easy to bowl on the surface because the initial stage where the pitch was soft, that time has passed now. The sun has rise. The time is 10 o'clock here, and the moisture what was seen in the surface has been dried out, and straight away the Gabriel starts up with the boundary here. The first boundary of innings of Howden comes from the blade of Gabriel. The wrong line from Shemu here with outside the off stump was punished by Gabriel. The Gabriel, who was conceded a lot of run in his overs, has to recover in his batting. That's what definitely Gabriel will be looking for. This time over pitch delivery, gently pushed towards wideish long on region for a single. This brings Asif into the strike. The score is 6 for no wicket. The captain Deepak is doing the wicket keeping for the team Watania Takaful. This time once again over pitch delivery. Takes the thin edge of the bat and moves towards the point region, and single run has been scored quite comfortably by both these batsmen, Gabriel and Asif. They came as an opener for team Howden Insurance Brokers. was chasing down the score of 180 in 20 overs. This time Shemu goes slightly offside the off stump, takes the slight swing after the completion of 1 over. Score is 7 for no wicket. The Shivan is the new bowler who was brought in to bowl over number 2 for team Watania Takaful. Starts off with a single. This brings Gabriel into strike, who's batting at 5 from 4, whereas Asif is batting at 2 from 3. The score is 8 for no wicket. But a slow start here for team Howden so far. This time wrong line from Shivan outside the leg stump. White call from the umpire. 1 extra run added to the scorecard. Definitely it will not be that easy for a bowler to restrict batsman here on the surface. The pitch is quite dry and flat here, and definitely it's not that easy. This time a glorious shot from the blade of Gabriel. The first 6 of the innings of Howden Insurance Brokers. What a tremendous shot from Gabriel's. Takes the middle of the bat and clears the long on fence for a maximum. The much needed sixer coming from the blade of Gabriel here, who is chasing the score of 180 against Watania Takaful. This brings Gabriel to the score of 11. Once again, this time slower one played it towards the mid-wicket fence for a boundary. The 10 runs from last 2 deliveries. What an over so far for Team Howden. Runs has been scored so far in the first 3 deliveries of Shivan. This time over pitch delivery lofted in the air, finds a fielder this time. Settles for a comfortable single at the end. This brings Asif into the strike. Gabriel is doing quite well for the team Howden, who is batting at 16 from 7 deliveries with the help of 1 boundary and a sixer in this over. This time nicely played towards the covers region. The long chase for the fielder of long off region, but couldn't restrict the batsman from taking a couple of runs here. With his 2-run score moves on to 22, whereas 1 delivery is remaining in this over of Shivan, who was a bit expensive in this over. This time deceives the batsman with the slower one. Dotted delivery to end the over after the completion of 2 over. Score is 22 for no wicket.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Once again, Shemu has been brought back into attack. The over number 3 from team Watania Takaful starts off with a single. It's not that easy for bowlers to restrict the batsman. This time, clean bowled, cleaned him up. What a delivery from Shemu here. The much needed wicket falls here for team Watania Takaful. They got a success in the 3rd over of the innings. What a delivery that is. Completely beats the batsman and rattles the bails of the stumps. With this, the wicket number 1 falls in the form of Asif, is the man who departed from the crease. He got clean bowled for Shemu. He scored 4 runs from 6 deliveries. What a comeback here from Watania bowler Shemu. This brings the camp skipper, is joining Gabriel into the crease. Makhan is the man who's walking inside the crease, who's played 12 matches as per the statistics and scored 156 runs at the strike rate of 101.3. He's having a lot of responsibility on his shoulder. He has to take this match towards the victory. He has to be inside the crease for a long time. Definitely they should look for building up a partnership here so that it will release the pressure from the upcoming batsmen and they can charge in the slog overs to bring the victory. That will definitely be the strategy here for team Howden, who has lost the first wicket in the previous delivery. This time Shemu goes outside the off stump, takes the outer edge of the bat and clears the fielder and clears the boundary as well. The first ball he has faced hits the boundary. That's captain of the team, Howden, Makhan, who scores the boundary in his previous first delivery he has faced. What a glorious shot. Impeccable timing, I can say here, from the captain of the team, Howden. The Makhan is a man who will face Shemu. Second time in this over. Once again, a wrong line from Shemu here outside the off stump. White call from umpire Wakar here. The most experienced umpire of this Ajman cricket panel is officiating this match between Watania Takaful and Howden, whereas Watania Takaful captain Deepak has won the toss and elected to bat first. And batting first, the team has done quite well. They have accumulated 179 run score on the scoreboard and set a target of 180 runs for team Howden, which is quite a decent score, I can say, in this pitch, where the surface is quite dry and flat, which has nothing much for the bowlers to achieve. And the ball definitely will come on to bat quite easily. And the stroke play will be much easier on the surface. Once again, Shemu, who has conceded 6 runs and took a wicket of Asif in this over. Once again, balls outside the off stump, back-to-back 2 wides in 2 deliveries. It seems like slight pressure is building on Shemu here. Even though he got a wicket in this over, but comes up with 4 and 2 wides. Once again, nicely bowled this time. Finds his line and length. And restricts the batsman here for going for any big shot. Settles for a single. With the single, score is now 30 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Last 1 ball remaining in this over. That's over number 3 when we concluded right after this ball. Shame was the man who's taking a long run up. The ball to Gabriel, who is in his good touch. He's batting at 17. Dotted delivery to end the over. After completion of 3 overs, score is 30 for 1. Once again, Siwan has brought back into attack the over number 4 for team Watania Takaful. Was a bit expensive, who has conceded 15 runs in his first over. Start off with a couple of runs for the team. 2 runs has been scored in the first ball, and second ball was a dotted delivery. That's 2 runs so far has been conceded in first 2 deliveries. The Makkan is a man on strike, the skipper of Howden Insurance Brokers team. This time goes outside the off stump. White call from the umpire Wakar here. The 1 run has been added to the scorecard in the form of extra. Once again, a good delivery. Bit of luck here for team Makhan here. Ball was going very, very close to the stump. Bit of fortune, I can say, here for the skipper of team Howden. It didn't lose his wicket. The score is 33 on the board, whereas 4th over in progress. The Sivan has done a good comeback, I can say, because he was quite expensive in this first over, where he has conceded 15 runs. And Gabriel was the man who has done the damage for Shivam in his previous over. बहुत ही अच्छी शुरुआत यहाँ पर टीम हॉडन के बल्लेबाज द्वारा. पहली 3 ओवरों के बाद 33 रन जुड़ चुके हैं स्कोर कार्ड पर 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर. बहुत ही अच्छी शुरुआत, बहुत ही समझबूझ के साथ बल्लेबाजी करते हुए इस बार आउटसाइड द ऑफ स्टंप की गेंद को खेल दिया था उसको डीप थर्ड मैन की दिशा पर. 1 रन आसानी के साथ पूरा करते हुए स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ 34. चौथी ओवर की प्रगति पर. Last 1 delivery is remaining in this over. That's over number 4 is in progress. Score is 34 on the board. Quite a good over so far by Shivan here for the team Watania Takaful. The much needed over, I can say here, to restrict the batsmen for singles and doubles and not allowing the batsmen to go for a big hits in the power play. This time played its bowlers back, finds the fielder there, settles with a single. With this, over number 4 comes to an end. After the completion of 4 overs, score is 35 for 1. Here starts the over number 5. The Sheamu's the man who's taken the responsibility to bowl the over number 5 for team Watania Takaful. This time off-pitch delivery looks for a single, could be a risky one here. Luckily ball didn't hit the stumps directly. It could be a wicket. Here a bit of fortune I can say here for the batsman. Definitely they should restrict themselves for taking risky singles here, because they need a partnership here. If they build a partnership for the second wicket here and the partnership goes up to the over number 10, definitely that will release the pressure from the upcoming batsmen, where they're chasing down a huge score of 180 in 20 overs. They should rotate the singles and doubles, and they should rotate the strike quite oftenly here, so that the bowler will not get a chance to settle with his line and length, and the scorecard will be keep ticking. That's what the game plan should be in this T20 format. Once again, Shemu will bowl to Makhan, the captain. This time goes outside the off stump. And bit of fumble by the wicketkeeper captain, Deepak, which allows the batsman to take one run. Definitely the fielding team also has to concentrate on the fielding side. They should not allow for any easy runs for the batters. They have to keep on building the pressure here, because as I said earlier, this is not a bowling pitch. This is entirely a typical batting surface where batters will find ease in batting. This time good piece of work there by the wicketkeeper. Deepak is the man, the captain of team Watania Takaful, who is doing what he needs to do. I can say he certainly saved 2 runs for his team. That might be a crucial in this run chase for team Howden Insurance. The Gabriel is on strike, who's batting at 19 from 12 deliveries. Will face Shemu. Once again, pitch delivery. Couldn't connect it well, but still settles for a single. This brings Captain Makhan into the strike, who is batting at 9 from 10 deliveries. Shemu was quite good in this over. Who has just conceded 4 runs in his 5 deliveries. The last ball to be bowled. Once again, slightly wrong line. Hits the pad of the batter and reaches the fielder in the short square leg region. Leg by umpire, call from the umpire. With this, over number 5 comes to an end. After the completion of 6 overs, score is 40 for 1. Sorry, it's over number 5 has been completed, and score is 40 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Asif is the man who got out in the power play. The last over of the power play is in progress. C1 is a man who is bowling the 3rd over of his spell. Goes with the open delivery. Played it towards the long on region for a single. Both these batsmen are playing quite sensibly. They're trying to build up a partnership here so that they can charge on the upcoming overs. That's what definitely will be the game plan for team Howden. The captain himself is inside the crease along with Gabriel, this time outside the off stump. White call from the umpire Hamid. The team of Watania Takaful bowlers are struggling to find their line. We have seen plenty of extra runs in the form of wide has been bowled so far in the first 5 overs. Still they continue to bowl wides here. This time defensively played, sensibly played towards the short cover region. No run has been scored. Dotted delivery, I can say. The 2 runs has been scored in the first 2 deliveries of Sivan here, who was totally conceded 22 runs in his 2.2 overs and not taken any wicket so far. Gabriel is on strike, who's batting at 20 from 14. This time outside the off stump. Once again, wrong line from Shivam here. And bit of fumble in the wicket keeping. The 1+1, 2 runs has been added in the form of extra. Definitely the moisture on the outfield is bothering the bowler to grip the ball. We can see wrong lines from both the opening bowlers of Team Watania Takaful, Shemu and Shivan, who has bowled plenty of wide so far. Score is 44 for 1. Still 4 more deliveries are remaining in this over of Shivan. The Makan is on strike. This time nicely bowled and nicely placed towards the short mid-wicket region. Good piece of work there by the fielder. Both the batsmen are settling for the single. With the single, score moves on to 45 now for the loss of 1 wicket. This time once again goes outside the leg stump. This time beats the batter as well as the wicket keeper. Ball reaches the fine leg fielder there. By the time the fielder returns the ball to the wicket keeper, 2 runs has been completed quite comfortably, and an extra total 3 runs has been added to the scorecard. If you look at this over, total of 6 runs has been given, just gifted I can say, in the form of extras, and 2 singles has been scored. That is 8 runs has been scored so far in the first 4 deliveries. This time goes for the slower one. Deceives the batsman completely. Gabriel is the man who couldn't read the pace of the ball and leaves it to the wicket keeper. Slight, I can say, a good comeback from Shivam here. He was struggling to find his line. Comes up with the slower one, which deceives the batsman completely. Last 2 balls are remaining in this over. This time slower one. Played its over extra cover region. The fielder is behind it. Long chase, but couldn't stop the ball from reaching the boundary. The 4 runs added to the scorecard. The poor piece of bowling, I can say. The slower one outside the off stump gives the room for the batsman to free his arms. And batsman played this over the extra cover region for a 4. The slower one, the batsman was in the full position to take this ball on and played it over the extra cover region. The good attempt from the fielder there, but couldn't reach the ball from reaching the boundary. The last ball remaining in this over of the power play. This time sensibly played, just slight gentle push towards silly point region and settled for the single. With this, the expensive over comes to an end. After the completion of 6 overs, score is 53 for 1. So very good start here for team Howden. More than a good score. They have still 9 wickets in hand, which will definitely help them, their upcoming batsmen, to charge on the bowlers in the coming overs. They required still 127 runs from 14 overs at the asking rate of 9.07, which looks quite achievable in this surface, because wicket is totally a batting friendly here. The ball is coming on to bat quite easily, and it allowing the stroke play is much easier for the batter. There's a change in the bowling. The new bowler Gautam has been brought into attack. The over number 7 for team Watania Takaful. The Gabriel is on strike. He is batting at 25 from 17 deliveries. He was shown this responsible batting so far for the team Howden. The much needed partnership is building up between Gabriel and the captain Makhan Chaturvedi. The Makhan Chaturvedi is batting at 11 from 13 deliveries. Gautam is taking a mark from the umpire. He will bowl round the wicket to Gabriel. The Gabriel is looking like he's in a good touch so far in this innings of 25, where he has scored 3 boundaries and a sixer. Is having the strike rate of 147, which is quite good in this run chase of 180 against the team of Watania Takaful. And he's getting a good support on the other end from the captain Makhan Chaturvedi. The match is going still balanced between the two teams. Both the teams are doing quite well. The partnership is building up here for 30 from 22 deliveries, whereas Gabriel has contributed 8 runs from 9, and whereas Makhan Chaturvedi has contributed 11 runs from 13 deliveries. That's a good partnership building up. I can say the crucial partnership building up here for team Howden between these two batsmen. The 7th over is in progress. The Gautam this time, pitch delivery, played his ballers back. Fine stroke from Gabriel here, finds the fielder there on the long on region. Good piece of work there by the fielder. Certainly saves 3 runs for his team and restricts the batsman for a single. But this single score moves on to 54 now and brings the captain Makhan Chaturvedi into strike. Will face Gautam for the first time. Good bowling action, but wrong line from Gautam. The white call from the umpire. The extra runs has been given, I can say it's gifted quite frequently in this innings of Howden, where the Shemu and Shivan has given plenty of wides. That momentum still continues by Gautam as well. The second wide, 2 consecutive wides has been bowled by Gautam here. Definitely, if the team Watania Takaful has to have a control on this match, definitely they have to restrict the bowlers from giving this extras. Once again, pitch delivery. There is a chance of a catch on his follow through. Makhan was lucky on that occasion here. Didn't stick the ball in the hands of the bowler. Gautam was the man who had a thin chance of taking this catch. this is the kind of the opportunity they have to capitalize. This half chances has to be converted into full chances to get the control on this match. This time, the fielder not does any mistake. The wicket number 2 falls here eventually for team Howden. The dangerous man, Gabriel, departs here. A good piece of work there by the fielder. And the short third man region takes the comfortable catch to send him off Gabriel from the ground. The good comeback here, I can say, from Watania Takaful. The Gabriel got out for 26 from 19 deliveries with the help of 3 fours and a sixer with a strike rate of 136. Has done exceptionally well for the Howden team to build a partnership alongside with the captain of the team, Makhan Chaturvedi, who's still inside the crease. New batsman is entering the ground. Will join the other batsman, Makhan. The new batsman in is Ramandeep, who has done exceptionally well in his bowling. Let's see what kind of batting performance he does for team Howden. Who was his good commanding position so far, who got a good start here. Now both the openers are departed from the crease. Asif and Gabriel are the man who came as an opener and contributed well for the team. Ramandeep joining the skipper into the crease, who will be on striker end. If you look at the statistics of Ramandeep, he has played 15 matches and scored 303 runs at the strike rate of 127. He will be tested here. Definitely they have to look for one more partnership which will continue at least till over number 12, though, so that it will release some bit of pressure on the upcoming batsmen, so they can freely charge on the bowlers in the last overs. This time once again wrong line, I can say, which was outside the off stump. Sensibly played towards the third man region for a single. This brings the captain into the strike. Five runs has been conceded so far in the first 5 deliveries. This time a lofted shot towards the whitish long off region. Good piece of work there by the fielder. 6 runs has been conceded in the last over. The score is 59-2.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
New bowler is Amir. Will bowl over number 8 for team Watania Takaful, who has played 12 matches and taken 8 9 wickets so far. Start off with a single. Good placement by the batsman here. Finds a fielder on the wideish long on region. Amar is the man was bowling the over number 8 for Team Watania Takaful. The man on strike is Ramandeep. Once again, the slower one is not that easy to time the slower ones on this flat track. That's the only way the bowler can surprise the batsman. They have to look for the flighted deliveries, or they have to look for changing the pace quite often to deceive the batsman, so that the batsman will not settle down and will not touch his fine touch in this innings. That's what the strategy of the bowler should be. Once again, over pitch delivery. Played is towards the wideish long on region. Bit of misfield ends up with the boundary. The much needed boundary comes from the blade of Makhan, the captain, who's batting at 18 from 10 deliveries. This time the captain is leading from the front. The glorious shot. The rays of the sunlight is distracting the weave of the fielder there. Ends up with the maximum. The much needed sixer coming from the blade of the captain himself. Makhan is leading from front. I think it's a boundary. The ball just pitched inside the boundary line. Waiting for the umpire decision. He has given 4. The 4 runs been added to the scorecard. It's not that easy to sight the ball under the sunlight. That's what happened in the previous delivery. Once again, a bit of fortune here, I can say, for Makhan Chaturvedi. He got the boundary in his previous over, even though the fielder was standing under it. The Makhan is batting at 22 from 12 deliveries. This time sensibly played and finds the fielder. Last 1 ball remaining in this over. That's over number 8. And 10 run has been conceded so far in this over. That's exactly the asking rate is. This time played it towards the forward square leg region. Finds the fielder there, but a good piece of running between the wicket by both these batsmen, Makhan and Ramandeep. Settles for a couple of runs for the scorecard. With this, the over number 8 comes to an end. Score is 71 for 2. Once again, Gautam is the man brought back into bowl. The over number 9 for team Watania Takaful. The team Howden Insurance Brokers are 109 runs away from the victory from 12 overs. The asking rate is 9.08. They're still maintaining this asking rate. That shows the current run rate is also the same. This time played it over wideish long off region. Good piece of work there by the fielder. Restricts the batsman from the single. The singles and double has been scored quite comfortably by the batsmen of Howden Insurance. This time makes some room for himself and played this towards wideish long on region this time. 1 more run added to the scorecard, and this brings Ramandeep into the strike, who's batting at 3 from 3. Whereas Makhan Chaturvedi is batting at 25 from 22 deliveries. Once again, outside the off stump, slashes it towards point region. 1 more run added to the scorecard. That's two batsmen are batting quite cleverly. They are rotating the strike frequently so that the bowler will not settle with this line and length. The Gautam is the man who's bowled 4 balls so far. This time lofted in the air, but ball lands in the safe place. The fielder was way behind the ball and settles for one more single. The 4 singles has been scored so far in the first 4 deliveries. The good piece of work from bowler Gautam here. Once again, good length delivery, played it off back foot. The slight punch, the direct hit. Umpire has called for the upstairs umpire. He referred to third umpire here. Let's wait for the third umpire decision. Looks like quite a close call. We have to wait for the decision from the upstairs. It was very close. It was a very nice work there by the fielder. It seems like a bat is in the air, still not landed inside the crease. Before that, the stump has gone off. It's a very, very good piece of work there by the fielder. It was very, very close call, I can say. Good that field umpire has referred to the third umpire. It's out, I feel, waiting for the umpire decision. Very, very good piece of fielding by the Watania fielder there. The wicket number 3 falls at the much crucial stage of the match. What a wonderful piece of fielding there. Raman is the man who got out in the previous delivery. The stunning fielding performance by Watania fielder there. The direct hit was the one which sends off Ramandeep from the crease. Ramandeep, who got out for 4 runs after facing 5 deliveries, was trying to build up a partnership with the captain here, but they couldn't do it just because of the direct hit from the fielder there. Was slightly bit short of the crease, which sends him off the field here. The new batsman in his Bhushan was played 14 matches so far and scored 53 runs. Straight away plays it off covers. Bit of fumble in the fielding there by the fielder, which allows the batter to take a single and open his account. Oh, sorry, that was the Makkan was the man who was on strike because the last wicket was at the non-striker end. The Raman got out in the form of run out. The wonderful piece of work there we have seen by the Watania fielder there. With this over number 9 has completed, score is 76 for 3. Once again, Amber will ball the over number 10 for Team Watania Takaful. Will be facing Makhan Chaturvedi, who's batting at 27, who has built up a responsible innings as a captain for Team Howden Insurance. The first ball, he's played it towards whitish long on region. Finds the fielder there. The singles and doubles are coming quite comfortably here for Team Howden. They're still 103 runs away from the victory in remaining 10.5 overs. The asking rate is still at 9, above 9 I can say here. Amber this time goes around the wicket, slashes it towards the point region. And good piece of work there by the fielder. Certainly saves 2 runs for his team. The long chase for the fielder at covers, but successfully stops the ball before the boundary line. We're checking the boundary here. I think it was a clean save. Let's see what TV replay says here. It's a clear save. Just 2 runs added to the scorecard here. The wonderful piece of work there by the fielder certainly saves 2 runs for the team. Bhushan is on strike, will face Amber. 3 runs has been conceded so far in the first 2 deliveries. Definitely the slight pressure will be building up on the batting side this time. They're halfway through after this over, and they still required 101 run from remaining 10 overs almost. This time played it towards deep mid-wicket region for a single. The run required is exactly 100 from 10.3 overs. Asking rate is 9.52, which is quite achievable in 2020 format of the match. This time goes for a paddle sweep. We have to wait for the umpire signal. I think it's a leg by. I beg my pardon, it's a run coming from the bat. Still 2 more deliveries are remaining in this over of Amar, who was conceded 5 runs in the first 4 deliveries. It's quite a good bowling so far by Amber for his team. Watania this time lofted in the air. Ball is in the air. Will it be taken? No, no, no. The fielder does the same mistake what Howden fielder has done during the fielding. This is almost a second catch they have dropped. I think it's the same fielder. He lost the easy chance due to the sun rays. This time again he couldn't sight the ball under the sunlight and misses the easy chance of taking a catch of Bhushan. And once again Makan finds the same fielder there in the deep mid-wicket region. After the completion of over number 10, score is 83 for 3. The team of Watania Takaful is introducing the new bowler here. Tarindu is a new bowler who's brought into attack over number 11 for Watania. The equation is still Howden Insurance required 97 runs from 10 overs at the asking rate of 9.70, which still looks quite chaseable because they got a very good start here. I can say very, very good start they got it here. They have enough run on the board also. They have not lost many wickets. They still have 7 wickets in hand, which will definitely support morally for the batter, the upcoming batter to release the pressure. That's what definitely the batting team will be looking for. The captain himself, Makan, is still inside the crease, who is batting at 30 from 27 deliveries. The first ball of Tarindu, the over-pitch delivery takes the bottom edge of the bat and reaches the fielder there at the short third man region. Still single has been scored quite comfortably. That brings Bhushan into the crease, who's batting at 4 from 3 deliveries. Definitely they have to look for some loose deliveries from the bowler, which they can punish and make use of it. That's the strategy it should be. This time a flighted delivery goes towards the long on region and finds the fielder. That jersey number 10 was a fielder from Watania Takaful. One more run added to the scorecard. The singles and doubles are quite comfortably achievable in this surface. That's what we have seen in the first innings as well. Once again, Tarindu to bowl the third ball of his over. This time nicely played towards the covers region. Small chase for the fielder, but good piece of work. Nice throw to restrict the batsman for the single. 3 runs, 3 singles has been scored in the first 3 balls of this over. The good bowling so far by Tarindu. Not allowing, not giving any room to the batsmen to free their arms. Only 3 runs in the form of single has been conceded. This time looking for a big shot, but no connection between the bat and ball, and the ball reaches the safe hands of the wicket keeper. Deepak is the man who is working so well behind the stumps, who is the captain of the team, Watania Takaful. Once again, Tarindu to bowl the ball number 5 of his first over. This time going across the line and played it toward mid-wicket for a single. They still required 93 runs from here in remaining 9.1 overs. Tarindu was quite economical in this over. Just conceded 4 runs in the first 5 balls. This time pitch delivery connects it quite well and finds the fielder on the wideish long on region for a single. The 5 overs from this over, after the completion of 11 overs, score is 87 for 3, 88 for 3. Once again, Sujit will bowl the over number 12. The first ball he has bowled. Good piece of work there to take a catch on his own follow through, which sends off the batter here. The captain Makhan finally departs at the crucial stage of the match. What a stunning tumbling catch here by the bowler Sujit. The match is turning out to be a more interesting here. The fielding team, the Watania Takaful, is able to take the wicket on the regular intervals. That will definitely build some kind of pressure on the upcoming batsman. The Ramandeep is the man who got out. Sorry, the Makhan Chaturvedi is the man who got out. Makhan, who got out for 33 from 31 deliveries with the help of 3 fours. The good piece of work there done by the skipper himself was contributed well to the scorecard, but unfortunately he couldn't finish the match the way he wanted. He lost his wicket for a stunning catch by the bowler Sujit on his own follow through. New batsman in is Lendl, one of the experienced batsmen from team Howden. He has played 14 matches and scored just 28 runs. He looks quite new to this format of the game. Who will face once again Sujit, the second ball of his over. The right-handed batsman, and this time inside edge and hits the stump directly. What an tremendous bowling so far by Sujit. Back to back, 2 wickets in 2 balls. First one was Makhan. This time Lendl goes for a golden duck. Wicket number 5 falls here for team Howden in the crucial stage of the match. Sujit is the man who has done the damage here. Lendl is the man who got out for the golden duck in the first ball he has faced. He got clean bowled on the ball of Sujit. The new batsman is entering inside the ground, jersey number 8. Will join Bhushan into the crease. The pressure is building up on the batting team here. They lost the 2 wickets in the quick succession. Will put a kind of pressure on the upcoming batsmen. They have a long chase still going on. They have a target of 180 runs, which they are halfway through. The new batsman Ines Sachin, who has done well in his bowling, who has played 13 matches and scored just 9 runs. With a strike rate of 60. Once again, Sujit, who is on hat-trick here. The ball takes the outer edge of the bat and reaches the safe hands of the wicketkeeper. The hat-trick here for Sujit. In the first over he has bowled. What an way to start his bowling spell. 3 wickets in 3 balls. The first was the captain, then Lendl, then the new batsman got out for a duck. What an comeback here from team Watania Takaful. The Sachin, the man, got out once again. The second golden duck of this innings. Deepak is the man who got behind the wicket and the ball of Sujit. टीम हाउडन की पारी हल्की सी लड़खड़ाती हुई बैक टू बैक 3 विकेट खो चुकी है इस ओवर पर 3 गेंदों पर। सुजीत जिन्होंने बेहतरीन गेंदबाजी का मुजाहरा किया है, हैट्रिक विकेट चटकाया है यहां पर टीम वतनिया तकफ्फुल के लिए। पहले मक्खन, उसके बाद लेंडिल और फिर से सचिन आउट होकर पेविलियन वापस। दबाव यहां पर बढ़ता हुआ टीम हाउडन के बल्लेबाजों के ऊपर। न्यू बैट्समैन इनिस जूबी, who has experience of 12 matches with just 3 runs on the board. The strike rate is 60. This time goes leg stump. Appeal for the LBW and umpire raising his finger. The 4th wicket falls in this over. What is happening here for Team Howden? They are losing the wicket back to back. Jubi, he's the 3rd golden duck of this over and of this innings as well. Let's have a look at the wicket here. The first man is Makhan Chaturvedi, the captain, who got out for the stunning catch from Sujit on his own follow-through. That's the first man to go. Second comes is Lendl, who got out as a golden duck, clean bowled in the second ball. Third comes is Sachin, who got caught behind. The wonderful catch, nicely judged by the wicketkeeper. Deepak was the man behind the stump. Next comes the man who got out in the form of LBW. Joby was a man who got out as a 4th wicket for the bowler Sujit. What an over so far from Sujit here. He has taken 4 wickets in his first over. The new batsman in his Kanika who has experience of 8 matches but never scored any runs as per the statistics here, who is on strike, will face the last ball of Sujit, the most successful bowler of Watania Takaful so far. Was not considered and took 4 wickets. This time lofted in the air. Could be taken, but bit of fortune here for the batter. That would be wicket number 5 for Sujit. What a magnificent bowling performance by Sujit. Still, he has one more deliveries left in this over. He has taken 4 wickets in his first 4 balls. The fixed wicket forward ball was also almost a wicket, but the never finds the fielder there. This time, last ball of this over goes for a sweep shot, but there is no connection between the ball and bat. The successful over comes to an end. No runs has been. This is a wicket made, and the 4th wicket has been collected in the over of Sujit. That the one over which done complete damage of a batting squad of Howden here. After the completion of let's have a look at this over. The previous over of Sujit. The first ball, over pitch delivery. Played its bowler's back. Nice tumbling catch. Then comes Lendil, got inside edge, clean bowled. Then comes Sajin, who got out, caught behind. Wonderful catch. Then comes leg before. Joby was the man who got out as a 4th wicket. Then comes the half chance of catch there, but didn't find a fielder. Then last ball was tried for a slog sweep, but hits the pad. But luckily, batsman was not in front of the stump there. That was the most successful over I have seen in this inning so far. The score is 89 for 7. The equation looks quite difficult for Howden Insurance here. They still required 91 runs from 7.5 overs at the asking rate of 11.6. This time Kanika is doing some placement to find a single. Tarindu is a bowler whose bowling is a second over of the spell. The over number 13 for team Watania Takaful. Will bowl to Bhushan, who is batting at 2 from 2. Definitely the pressure is building here. The last over we have seen was exceptionally outstanding by Sajid. This time fumble in the running between the wicket, loses their wicket number 8 as a run out. Good piece of work there by wicketkeeper Deepak, the captain of the team Watania Takaful, who is doing a quite responsible job behind the stumps here, who got a good catch in the previous over of Sajin, who got out caught behind in the bowling of Sujit. And this time he supports the team to take the wicket of Howden in the form of run out. The Kanika is the man who has to depart, who was got out for 1 run from 3 deliveries. The Muhammad Ali is the fielder there who threw the ball to the wicketkeeper Deepak before he toppled the bails of the stump. The new batsman is joining Bhushan into the crease. The one over of Sujit has distracted the complete batting lineup of team Howden Insurance. New batsman is Atish, who's joined Bhushan into the crease. Starts off with a single, which brings Bhushan into the crease, and Bhushan is the man who's batting at 7 from 9 deliveries. This time, bit of relief here for Bhushan. He finds a boundary. This might release the pressure on the batsmen, but they have long way to go here. They're chasing a huge score of 180 and they have lost 8 valuable wickets. They are having only 2 wickets in hand, where they're still 85 runs away from the victory, and the asking rate is piling towards 12 runs per over. This time takes the outer edge but beats the fielder at a short third man region. Good piece of work there by the fielder, but couldn't restrict the batsman from a couple of runs. With his 2 runs, the over number 15 comes to an end. Sorry, 13 comes to an end. Total of 7 runs has been conceded in the last over, and took a valuable wicket as well. Score is 97 for 8.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
The man who has done all the damage, the batting lineup of Howden Insurance, has once again holding the ball to bowl second over of his spell. That is over number 14. The team Howden, his batting lineup has been completely distracted by this bowler, who took 4 wickets. This is the first run has been scored in his over. The first over was a maiden, and he took 4 valuable wickets of Howden Insurance. This time lofted delivery, I can say here, but sensibly played towards a short mid-wicket region for a single. It seems like just the formalities are remaining in this match until and unless this batsman shows some resistance in batting. Once again, Sujit to bowl the third ball. He has conceded 2 singles so far in this first 3 deliveries. The asking run is cruising over 12 now. Sujita. Batsman makes some room for himself. Atish is the man who pushes the ball towards covers region. Once again, Sujit was conceded just 3 runs in his first 4 balls. This time, low full draws, nicely played towards long on region and finds a fielder there. Score is still 103 for 8. Last 1 ball remaining in this ball over, and this time a wrong line hits the pad of the batter and reaches the fine leg fielder there, waiting for the umpire signal. It's called deliberate, and no runs has been given. And umpire sends off the batter back to the striker end with this over number 14 has been concluded. The score is 101 for 8. And once again, the Tarindu will continue the bowling for over number 15 for team Watania Takaful. Team Watania Takaful is at the commanding position they have done the damage what they wanted. They took 8 wickets for the score of 101 and put the batting lineup in a very difficult situation. This time goes for a lofted shot. Chance of a catch there, but fielder didn't show any interest to come forward to take the catch. Allows the batsman to complete the single here. Score is slowly moving in singles and doubles form. Once again, over pitch delivery didn't play quite fully. Still, single runs has been added to the scorecard. Definitely, the single and doubles will not do any purpose in this run chase of 180 runs. They are still 70 run away from the victory, whereas team Watania Takaful is just 2 wickets away from the victory. They have taken 8 wickets, which distracted the batting lineup of team Howden Insurance. This time, bit of relief here. We can see a sixer from the blade of Bhushan. He middles it quite well. The overpitch delivery gets the treatment. They played it over the mid-wicket fence for the maximum. We can see the sixes after a long time in this innings. We are saving only the wickets in the previous 3 overs. And Tarindu to bowl the 4th ball of his spell. This time once again played it towards a wideish long on region and finds the fielder there. Last 2 balls remaining in this over. After this we will see 5 more overs are remaining, where the asking rate is 13.1, which looks quite difficult for the Howden, because they lost 8 valuable wickets so far for the score of 110. This time outside the off stump, connects it quite well and finds the fielder there. Long chase for the fielder Sujit there, and settles for a single. 1 more balls remaining in this over. Tarindu was bowling his 3rd over of the spell. He was conceded 24 runs in his 3 overs. The 1 ball to go. This time takes the inner edge of the bat, reaches the 3rd man fielder there, and over number 15 comes to an end. Score is 112 for 8. The new bowler is Nijas, who took a wicket in the first ball. He has bowled. The wicket number 9 falls here for team Howden Insurance. The Watania Takaful is just 1 wicket away from the victory. The Bhushan is the man who departs for the score of 24 from 17 deliveries with the help of 1 boundary and a 6. The strike rate is quite impressive here. 141 was quite good in this format. Was done well. The Bhushan, who's the man who departed in the previous delivery, who got a clean bowled for Nijas. The last man comes into the crease. Piyush is the man. He's a tail-ender batsman. Will join the other batsman into the crease. Will face Nijas. Once again, Nijas takes the inside edge of the bat and reaches fine leg by signal from umpire Hamid. Both the umpires have done quite well in this match. The most experienced umpire of Ajman Cricket Association, Hamid and Wakar. Once again, Nijaz to bowl the ball number 3 of his over. Outside the off stump, bowler tried to make himself for a room. The cleverly bowled by Nijaz. He has seen the batsman is making some room for himself. So he bowls is very close to the wide line. Once again, 3 more deliveries are remaining in this over. Atish is a batsman on strike. This time, good line and length by Nijaz. Restricts the batsman by doing any connection. Ball reaches the safe hands of the wicketkeeper Deepak, who has done quite well behind the stumps today. Team Watania Takaful just 1 wicket away from the victory here. This time cleans him up. Wicket number 10 falls for Team Howden here. With this, Team Watania Takaful has won the match against Howden. Congratulations, Team Watania Takaful, for the victory, and thank you, Team Howden, for entertaining the crowd here. What a wonderful piece of bowling by Sujit and Nijaz. They took 6 wickets in the last 4 overs. That was the turning point of the match. The final result is Watania Takaful 11 has won the match by 66 runs against Howden Insurance Brokers. Let's have a look at the scorecard here. The opening batsman Asif Khan got out so early for the first score of 4 from 6 deliveries. Then comes Gabriel, who has shown some resistance. He scored 26 from 19 deliveries. And then comes the captain, the Makhan Chaturvedi, who scored 33, who was the highest scorer of this innings of Howden Insurance, who scored 33 from 31 deliveries with the help of 3 fours. Then comes Ramandeep Sharma, who scored 4 runs from 5 deliveries. Then Bhushan, 24 from 17. Then Lendil, who got out for duck. Then comes Sajin, who scored nil. Then comes Jobby Verghese, who scored 0. Then comes Kanika, who got run out for the score of 1 from 3 deliveries. Then comes Atish, who got out clean bowled for Nijaz for score 5 from 10 deliveries. Then Piyush Singh, who was not out without scoring any run. The 16 extra has been conceded in the bowling of Watania Takaful. The total score was 13. If you look at the bowling statistics here, Shennu, who bowled 3 overs, 18 runs for 1 wicket. Then comes Sivan, who bowled 3 overs, 33 runs, no wicket. And Gautam, 2 overs, 11 runs, 1 wicket. Then comes Amber Bashir, 2 overs, 19 runs, no wicket. Then Tarindu, 3 overs, 25 runs, no wicket. Then comes the man who done all the damage, Sujit Etumana, who bowled 2 overs, 1 maiden, 4 runs and 4 wickets. Then comes Nijaz, who done the final damage to the team Howden. Just 5 deliveries, no run and 2 wickets. That's the scorecard. Finally, the Watania Takaful has won this match from 67 runs against Howden. We will be back with the presentation for the man of the match after a short break. Good morning once again from the presentation. We would like to honor the player of the match. The match was played between Watania Takaful and Howden Insurance Brokers. The man of the match for the stunning bowling performance goes to Sujit from team Watania Takaful. I request Hamad to hand over this player of the match memento to Sujit. Congratulations, Sujit, for winning this memento. Congratulations, Sujit. Would like to say some words about the match. What you felt about the match? How you thought that the match has turned towards you?
Actually, it was a crucial match for us, and everyone knows batting in the morning it's a little bit difficult, and we target 180 runs and we get that. And all bowlers really bowled well. Congrats all.
Thank you so much, Sujit. All the best for your upcoming matches. And now we would like to call the winning captain, Deepak from Watania Takaful. Congratulations, Deepak, for the victory. Where do you think, which was the moment which took the match away from the opposition?
Well, we started well. We knew that pitch had some kind of dampness, so we wanted to restrict ourselves not to lose wicket. Fortunately, Sujit was there to score. And after 10 over, when we started scoring, we reached to a respectable position, and we were confident that it's a good defending score. So that was the first moment where we changed the course of match. And then when bowling, Sujit started taking wickets suddenly, and things changed in a very fast. So these were the basic, turning moments.
Thank you so much, Deepak, and all the best for your coming matches. Now I would like to call the losing captain of Howden. Please come and join us. Mr. Makhan, you just started quite well. You were Ramandeep, right? Ramandeep, your team started quite well, but where do you think you lost the match?
Actually, what I feel like our fielding was little sloppy, and we dropped few crucial catches, and due to that, I think that morale of the team went down, and that how in the last 10 overs they played well also.
Yeah, thank you so much, and all the best for the next matches. That's all from the presentation desk. Have a nice day.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Let the journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. 'Cause